The idea of the unconscious spy emerges from deep-rooted theories on mind control, remote viewing, and covert psychological manipulation. Within the framework of MK Ultra, a real-life government program designed to explore the limits of human cognition and control, the concept of an individual unknowingly engaging in espionage is not far-fetched. This phenomenon can be understood as a psychic call and response system, where an operator can dial in on a target without their knowledge, using remote viewing or other mental techniques to gather intelligence. However, if the target gains awareness of their role, they have the potential to turn the tables, creating a return signal, a psychic counter-surveillance technique that allows them to spy on the spy. This idea is not only present in real-world intelligence discussions, but has been explored in popular culture, most notably in The Men Who Stare at Goats, a film that satirically exposes government experimentation with psychic warfare. But beneath the humor lies a chilling reality. The human mind has been the final frontier of control, and those who awaken to these mechanisms pose a significant threat to the system. The infamous MK Ultra program, which officially ran from the 1950s through the early 1970s, involved the use of drugs, hypnosis, trauma, and psychological conditioning to manipulate individuals. Its goal was to create sleeper agents, operatives who could be activated with a trigger phrase or stimulus without conscious awareness of their role. A sleeper agent is similar to an unconscious spy operating in a Manchurian candidate-style state, unknowingly fulfilling tasks, implanted through deep psychological conditioning. This creates a paradox. The more unaware the spy remains, the more effective they become. But if the subject ever wakes up, realizing that they are part of a system of covert manipulation, they disrupt the intended operation. Thus, maintaining a cloaked state is essential. A truly wise target, upon realizing they are being used, does not immediately resist or rebel. Instead, they mimic the unconscious state, acting as though they are still under control while carefully studying their puppet master. This strategic compliance enables them to gather intelligence on the very system that seeks to control them. One of the most striking aspects of the unconscious spy phenomenon is the group mind effect. The notion that intelligence agencies, secret societies, or powerful institutions operate as a singular consciousness. This mirrors the coven cult consciousness, where a group works in absolute unity, suppressing individual thought in favor of a collective agenda. This echoes a deeper biblical and philosophical truth. Be of one mind, for your enemy is of one mind against you. If an adversary operates with a unified purpose, those seeking freedom must develop an equally focused spiritual and mental counterforce. The term universe itself, meaning one phrase or one statement, suggests that powerful forces attempt to dictate a single version of reality. Those who are aware of this manipulation must cultivate a different form of unity, the mind of Christ, a higher consciousness that cannot be easily infiltrated or manipulated. A recurring theme in esoteric and spiritual discussions is the idea that the final battle is for the human soul. The ultimate sin against the spirit, considered unforgivable in biblical terms, is the erasure of free will. If an individual is completely overtaken, mind, body, and soul, without the ability to exercise independent thought or choice, they are rendered spiritually inert. This is why mass manipulation tactics such as subliminal messaging, digital programming, and psychological conditioning are so dangerous. When an entire population operates as unconscious spies, mindlessly fulfilling the agendas of unseen puppet masters, humanity risks total enslavement. However, Christ consciousness is on the rise. Just as the book of Revelation speaks of an era where all things will be revealed, there is an awakening happening. The veils of deception are lifting, and people are beginning to see the mechanisms of control that have kept them in a mental prison. Those who recognize this manipulation must take great care. The transition from controlled pawn to conscious player is perilous. Many who awaken too abruptly are silenced or neutralized. The key is to move strategically, mirroring the systems of control until the moment is right to turn the gaze back upon the watchers. The battle for the human mind is the final frontier of control. Whether through MK Ultra style operations, media conditioning, or groupthink indoctrination, the forces of manipulation seek to render people unconscious, making them unwitting operatives in their own oppression. But there is an alternative. By remaining aware, studying the systems of control without alerting the controllers, and cultivating a unity rooted in divine wisdom rather than coercion, individuals can reclaim their autonomy. This is spiritual warfare at its core, the conscious versus the unconscious, free will versus enslavement. To awaken is not merely to resist, it is to observe, learn, and ultimately outmaneuver the very system that seeks to consume us. As the Bible declares, the truth shall set you free.